everybody. This is very interesting. It is a very early morning, which we're going to get into more. Like, here we are in the U.S. We all just finished watching, or those that got up at the crack of dawn, in my case, Crown Jewel, Perth, WWE PLE on ESPN. LJ Ruiz is here with me. We were just talking about it being early. He's on the East Coast, so it's noon. It's 9 here. So I got up at 4:30 this morning. What about you? You didn't have to get up that early.
I woke up at about 7:55, went to the bathroom and turned it right on. 8 o'clock start. 8 o'clock start. Surprisingly, I actually woke up pretty well. Like, I was kind of excited to watch. So I think I was
too. Yeah.
I had a little bit of a rush, but I'm not tired right now, surprisingly. So,
well, good for you. No, I'm okay. I drank a lot of coffee.
I was gonna say, how many coffees did you have to go through?
How many? I think I drank 2 pots, which is not good.
In between each match, you have to go pour another one.
Wait, especially the first couple, I had to keep drinking. But we're gonna get into everything. But there were just in me like 3 phenomenal performances coming out of this. Obviously, the John Cena AJ Styles match was just a all-time classic. One of the best matches I've ever seen. Yeah. We're going to break that all down. And I also have to give it to Seth freaking Rollins. Like, I thought he delivered an amazing performance in that final match. Like, I thought I've seen moves that he has never done. Yeah. And I just thought he was incredible in that match. But we'll break it down for you guys. I think the opening match was Roman coming down against Bronson Reed. And I am puzzled by where this is going. So in the match goes on, which I want your take on it, LJ, like what you thought of it. And then we get the mishap. So Jay crashes into Roman when it was supposed to go into Bronson and spear him, and it goes into Roman. And then at the end of the match, I was surprised that Roman was not like livid beating people up, but he basically was like, I'll see you guys at Christmas. I'm really pissed. And then Jay's really pissed. What did you make of the match? And let me just start there. By the way, I also think Roman is so much fun to watch, because the funniest thing was that he threw, was it the football at Paul?
Yeah, the cricket, not cricket.
It threw
rugby ball.
Rugby ball.
I don't know what it's called, but I know it has a name, but I'm not sure. But it was funny. He threw it at Heyman. It was pretty funny.
So funny, really funny. And then he tried it a second time, and it got stuck in the ropes.
Yeah, it's that, and that's all stuff he's just thinking on the fly, which I think is awesome. And real quick, the first thing I want to say about that, at least, is that stuff like that is so refreshing to watch, because you can tell that they have the freedom to do so many things on the fly now that I don't think they had the opportunity to do in the past with Vince in charge, which I think just creates a whole nother level.
I can tell you firsthand. No.
Yeah, and it really adds to like people say, the goofy wrestling that is hard to do, but also make it work. And I gotta say, the thing I was gonna say first was that the structure of this PLE, the matching, the way that they did the matches in their order they did them was perfect. I thought it started well. The middle was way better than I expected, and then the ending was great. We'll talk about the whole match, the whole card at the end, but I truthfully have no complaints about today's card.
I said that because I really rely on you a lot of the times, because I feel like from your perspective of the years you've been watching compared to like mine.
Yeah. And
I know that you have such a good hold on like, was this a good card? I felt the same way. This is so much better than Palooza. Like,
not even like, I gotta say, like, this was one of my favorite. Like, it was just being up at 8 a.m. was like, all right,
morning here.
It better be worth it. And everything flowed really well. There was no interferences. Everything was clean. It was like relatively clean until the last match, but still like no interferences, which I loved. And because they usually just do that for every match. I like that so now we'll go back to the first match. I enjoyed that.
Roman, first of all, Roman, to your point, he is so fantastic. Yeah. He's so on the fly. He knows how to act. He does the moments. You're in on it with him. Really one of the, I think people really need to understand this is one of the greatest.
Yeah. Too. I think today on the card, besides Punk not wrestling, I think they had like 4 of the best of all time, of like top 20 of all time, like just on the card today. And it really, and that's Roman, AJ, Cena, and Seth. I don't have Cody in there yet just because of like he's pretty new. He came back not too long ago, but I those 4 guys are amazing, and they showed it to
exactly what I thought too.
Yeah.
You had 4 of the greatest that I really say of all time were on this card, and they delivered. In the Roman match, though, he takes the defeat, which is a huge thing. He has not lost at all in a singles match, technically.
It's Cody.
It's Cody.
Yeah.
And it's to Bronson Reed, who I just don't get anyways. But what is your thought of the match and then coming out of this, where this is going?
So I actually really I've actually really enjoyed their matches they've had together, Bronson and Roman. It's something I didn't expect was going to be I thought everyone always thought it'd be Braun, who I'm actually not going to lie. Like I've said this in the past, and I think you agree with me. I like Braun Breaker. I think he's great.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not like, I actually enjoy that they went with the Bronson, because everyone expected Braun to be the guy that he wrestles all the time. And I like that they tried out this new dynamic with Roman and a bigger guy. That Roman kind of has to carry the match a little bit, which he used to not do, but he's been doing it for the past few years. And the one thing I really liked was that I like it in the canon world of wrestling that they go to Australia and now all the kendo sticks are now cricket bats, which I think was hilarious. It was awesome. Like whoever thought to do that was really funny to me. I really enjoyed the flow of the match. I thought it was, when it was just them two, I thought they were doing pretty well. I really enjoy Bronson's new finisher that he does, the Jagged Edge. I actually really think it's a cool move. It's a cool setup to the tsunami that he does. And I gotta say, I think they have good chemistry together. I enjoy the matches themselves. I don't necessarily know how I feel about the constant like Braun coming in, which you knew was going to happen anyway. But the only reason I didn't mind it really much today was because I'm just intrigued on where they're going with this Roman, Jay, and Jimmy storyline. Because, like you stated, he didn't beat up anybody up, which I actually really enjoyed. Like he was telling them, "I love you guys. Like I just need to do it on my own. No one thinks I can't do shit on my own. I need to prove that I can do it on my own." And I think that's where they're going to go. Because I would hate for this, to be honest, like with the way that this whole storyline went, I would hate for it to go back to the beginning where Jay turns on Jimmy and Roman. Like, I don't want to see a heel Jay. I like the tweener Jay that he is right now. I like that he's not taking Roman's crap or Jimmy's crap, but isn't going to turn on them because it's still family. I like that the family's, it's like a family bickering, and I kind of enjoy that.
I'm worried. What I don't want, we went through 4 or 5, how many years at the Bloodline? Yeah. I just don't want to end up going like, I hope they're not back there going, nothing else is working. Let's put them all back together. I don't want to see another Bloodline story where they do another run and they're not actually good guys. They're like bad again. Like, I don't know. The other thing I'm thinking is Jay is going to turn heel, and they're pushing it slowly to that. And the other thing with Roman walking out, I'm like, is he going to go back? Like, is he going to?
I got the other feel. I felt like them doing the way they did and Zoom, and I'm really emphasizing I really enjoy that they don't have to, like, I feel like back in the day they would have done that with a microphone. He would have grabbed the microphone and did it. I like that they're just getting it straight from the TV, the TV sound, the camera sound. It makes it feel more real. And I actually got the feel that Roman was going really babyface there, telling them all the stuff he was saying and then walking out and not beating them up. I was getting the sense that Jay was more of the heel and pissed off, which I'm happy about, because I want to see Roman as a baby face. I mean, he's not ever going to be like Cena, but like even playing with the crowd during the match, like he's playing that role. I gotta say the result I'm happy with. I was happy that Bronson won. I thought that it enhances the storyline to whatever they're gonna do. I just don't know how I feel with the storyline in general. Like, I don't know where they go, because they didn't beat up. I was definitely glad it didn't end with 18 tsunamis and Braun Breaker spearing everybody. I was happy about that. I just don't know where they're going with Roman.
Cass Marie says Roman is totally going to blame Jay for pushing him in the ring, that he got involved. Oh, yeah. But Jay, to me, looks like the wild card here that's going to turn. Maybe.
Yeah, I just don't know where they're going to go with like Roman now that he's not like going to take time off because he didn't get hurt. Like they didn't do like the whole angle where he gets injured. Like, I don't know. he's not. I guess he can't. He feels like he can't beat the Vision with by himself. So I don't know, or with them. So I don't know where they go here. I mean, I would assume it's going to end up being him and a couple other guys for War Games, which is obviously what's going to end up happening.
Right. I'm assuming it's the Vision with Seth and team.
Yeah.
And those guys against Roman with them, and maybe Jay pulls something awful. Like something's going on there, which is weird to me too. Like, obviously, I felt like they probably take him in as far as they can go as a baby. Like, he's never getting past that.
No, he won he won the Rumble. He won at Mania, and it didn't really work out. Like it was a cool moment, but the fact that his reign was only like 50 days or 60 days, whatever it was, it showed that they kind of gave us that moment that the crowd wanted. And
that's
to be honest, like, it might be just because we're not there in the crowd, but it doesn't really feel like the Yeet thing is still is as popular as it was. Like, even in the crowd sense, I feel like they're kind of getting tired of it too. And,
well, he didn't come yeeting out tonight.
Yeah, they're not even doing it really anymore. So because like, you're not gonna go with Jimmy and Jay again. They already had their Mania match. Like, they're not gonna turn on each other. The thing is that it's hard to judge where they're gonna go with this, and I'm kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt because I actually enjoyed the way it ended today. I was glad with everything that I said, and I guess we have to just see where they go with Roman after this, because the main thing is Roman. Like, you only have him for a few more years, like wrestling. Really, I feel like if he's gonna end up being a movie guy. So I don't know
why. But just nothing to me. Like, everything they've kind of done, they've had him open the show for the past couple PLEs. Mm-hmm. You know, he's not been main eventing the show.
Yeah. And now he's going on his back.
Now he's going on his back. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what are you doing? Are you setting us up for him being so frustrated that something awful happens? And I don't want them both to turn. And it seems like we're originally going with Jay to turn.
Which, if they're going to turn somebody, I'd rather that, because we already got the Jimmy and Roman thing.
You're good, because I would love Roman to stay face, but you're good with that.
Yeah, I definitely want Roman to stay face. If Jay turns heel, it's whatever. Like, I'm not going to be happy that he does, but it seems like that's where they're going. I just don't know how like excited I am for a Roman Jay feud again. Like, I don't really care for it. So that's the only hard thing that's doing a bloodline story for 5 years. It's like, when do you fully just get away from it and have Roman be on his own? And it's like, just end it. And they're on. Jimmy and Jay are a tag team again, and Roman's on his own. Like, I feel like they're never going to go away from it because of the fact that they're actually family, and they did that storyline for so long. And I feel like they're running out of ideas.
I think they're running out of ideas. I think that maybe you're right. They do revisit Roman Jay one more time, and Jay's bad. Or I really don't. Yeah, it's Colleen. Yeah, I agree. I'm done. I'm done with it. I mean, we had 4 years of Roman as the heavyweight.
And it was great, and it was awesome, and it was great. But sometimes you got to pack it up and know when it's over. I'm
hoping with Triple H saying the bloodline story isn't over, like, he's really not.
I will say, like, I feel like you can kind of go into the thought of maybe like that ending, the way it ended with Roman saying, I don't want to see you guys till Christmas, whatever. Maybe he will show up and they'll fully just not talk to each other and won't show each other on screen, because maybe that's their way of saying, all right, that's it. Jimmy and Jay will be the tag team. They'll go after whoever and we'll call it a day. But I don't know if that's really what
I don't know. I feel like Jay and Jimmy's going to be the one kind of left with nothing here again.
And I actually really enjoy what Jimmy's better than Jay on the mic. Like, with Jay show, like, gives something that we didn't have with the Usos in a while because they weren't together. I don't know. It does feel what you're saying. It feels like they don't know what to do with Jay because he doesn't have the popularity he did anymore. So I don't really know.
Is that true? Isn't he a huge seller and all that with the kids? Like,
kids, but like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like he's there at like the top card anymore. He had it already. So I don't know.
Well, because I think
just personally, and I know you feel the same way. I feel like I'm just ready for Roman to be back in the main event picture. But when the main event picture is Seth and Cody, two guys that we don't really need to see them fight anymore until Mania, like around then. Like, how do they get there? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Well, I'm tired of Roman being top of the card. I want to see him in the main event.
I do too, and I really think Seth Roman has to be coming.
Yeah, but I feel like it's one of those things you
have to wait till WrestleMania.
You gotta wait. So yeah, the Vision will be cool against the Bloodline, I guess, at War Games, but like, that's another story. Just to talk about War Games real quick. I don't feel like it has to be a yearly thing, because now I feel like it's like you're just predicting, all right, there's gonna be a faction against another faction. Like it's kind of predicted. So I feel like they have to just they're gonna do it this year, and I'm hoping this is the last year of War Games until it's needed again.
Well, I agree because it's getting redundant. But I just see them doing that, and then it's like, who's the fifth man? Who's the fifth man?
Yeah, exactly. That's been the storyline for so long now.
Right. I was glad kind of that Roman lost. I hope he doesn't go back and go like, I'm such a loser. I've got to do dirty things like that. I wouldn't want to see. And Jay's totally turning. I just feel that they're turning him heel because it's kind of over. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I don't really want to see him as a heel either, though. So it's kind of like I don't like it.
Yeah, really. It's they're in a weird dynamic where I feel like I actually like they're strapping the Rocket to Bronson's back, which I'm fine with. I think he's very good in the ring. Like that was an awesome rehire. They brought him back and all this stuff. But I actually really liked the tweet today that Sean Ross tweeted. He was like, he goes, in theory, he goes, what is the reason for Bronson and Breakker to be in the division? Because they said Bronson already proved that he can beat Rollins because he did, and beat him up, all this stuff, whatever. And then Breakker already like beats up people anyway. So he's like, what is the reason they're even with Seth? So like, I wish that we could just speed up to the process of them turning on Seth anyway. Because you know me, you like Seth, it's your favorite guy. And I was always the one that tried to like, and I really tried to enjoy the vision, and I'm really starting to feel like it's not needed anymore, especially with the way it ended today, with them not even coming out, and because they're already teasing that storyline of Paul being tired of Seth. So I don't know where they're going to go with this now.
And then I kept thinking that was all a ploy, but they're really together, and he was faking it. We're supposed to be all thrown, just like the crutch thing when we were, when it was when he won the belt. So I was like, is there a ploy going on? And they're all really pretending they're not together, but they are. But then they didn't come out. And then I kept thinking, and I want to go to Cass Marie's comment here. I kept thinking in the match, we're all going to think nobody's coming. And that somehow that's when all of a sudden Randy Orton showed up in my head out of nowhere and double-crossed Cody to set that up. But Cass is saying there's also a lot of talk of Randy turning. I don't see them turning that many at once.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of doing nothing, Randy. Either.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. So I thought maybe he would end up in War Games with the.
Yeah. So I guess we got to see where it goes, because like even we only have like 3 weeks before, or like a little bit over like a month around before.
And to think it's Thanksgiving, right? So it's about it's not like 5 weeks or something. But the thing is, I was laughing. I was going to talk to you about this. Like when you go into WWE, when you go in to apply for credentials, there has been nothing. It's all global. There's nothing there but Sandy. Like it's all out of the country, right? Kalina makes a great comment. Triple H needs General Hospital writers. I agree. He kind of does. Like, right? Like some of it is just kind of dull.
Yeah, I mean, today I was happy with, because it's one of those shows that they got lucky that today's like one of those shows that they, like once you have the stipulation that the two champions fight each other, you don't have to really build a storyline because they're just going to fight each other anyway. So I think that's why today was great, because they just went strictly in ring and it was awesome. So, but the weekly shows have not been that great. So I'm SmackDown's been great in my opinion. I actually really enjoyed SmackDown. Raw has been terrible in my opinion. They don't know what they're doing with half of that roster. So I don't know what's really going on there. I don't know if he's running out of ideas and they need to bring some new people in, but
Raw literally disappoints because it goes into this chunk of mid-card to lower card people, and it's not interesting, and it just kind of like tanks the middle.
Well, the funny thing is that I feel like personally right now, like the way it's going, I'm actually more intrigued with the mid-card, like Penta and Rusev and Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day. I'm like those storylines are great. The main event people, the vision's been kind of boring, so I don't know what that's something they have to figure out, because those are the guys you shouldn't have to worry about.
I know, and that's why I'm hating the vision.
Like, even the New Day has been awesome to watch with the Penta storyline and Grayson Waller. Like it's been fun to watch. Like that's what SmackDown feels like all the time. That's why I like it.
The only thing I don't like about SmackDown that I talked to you about last time is I cannot believe the amount of commercials there are in it.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour show that the 3. I don't know,
it's like we watch a soap like Bold and Beautiful is like 18 minutes a show in a 30-minute show, and I just see like 80 minutes of commercials.
Well, it feels like when you watch an NFL game and it's first, second, third down commercial, and then they score a touchdown commercial, extra point commercial. That's literally what it feels like. It feels like I'm watching that, and then they come back from commercial, do a promo, there's an entrance, and then another commercial. They do that all the time. So it's got to pay the bills, I guess. That's when you pay your guys $1 million.
Next up, we had La Primera and Tiffy time in the women's championship for the Crown Jewel belt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was I thought they were both great. I really did. I thought Tiffany was fantastic, and I thought the corkscrew, the thing
awesome.
is just amazing. And I wasn't sure where the crowd was going. I think they were behind Tiffany at first.
It sounds like they were just behind both, honestly. I think they just like both.
Yeah. The Latin girl, like what's going on? And but I thought it was also really, really good. And I think they really are building, because they are a global brand, that it's really important for Stephanie Vaquer to be carrying this.
I was definitely excited that it was clean. I was kind of expecting that, but I was glad they did it. Because it's always weird to have like your champion just lose clean, but it's to another champion, so it's fine. They're strapping the rocket to Stephanie's back, like she's just beating people clean, like no big deal. And I'll be honest, like the last 2 matches she had, Iyo for the championship, and then today, I don't know if you realize Tiffany and Iyo haven't hit their finishers against her. She's been kind of dominating. Like it was a great match, but she's kind of been dominating and then just winning, and then it's over. Like it was a pretty quick match, but I don't really have anything specific to say. Like nothing really crazy happened, but I just enjoyed that she's kind of just beating the shit out of these people and proving how good she is.
I think she's amazing, and I love that they're giving they're giving her a moment. She is feels genuine in the ring. Yeah. You know that this is a big thing, and she always thinks Triple H for everything. And they're really
working hard. I mean, her English is getting a lot better. She's like a lot better in the past like 2 months, and it's like I guess they were saying that she's like been taking classes, which just shows you how hard she's working. Because some guys, they don't even try to like do that. So I really have no problem with her being the face of the women's division at all.
No, I do think they turned Tiffany back to bad.
I don't think so, only because I think that
she's on her brand.
She's on her brand, and they have Nia and Jade, and that's another storyline they're gonna go with. And it was the right call. Stephanie should have won today, and she did, and it was clean, and I have no problems with that.
I mean, I literally think these two women's athleticism is like off the charts.
Yeah.
Really.
It was great, and they both have the figure. They both look great. Like they're both the faces you want as their champions. I feel like right now, and it was awesome.
The women are killing it. There's a great women's division. I was going to talk to you about that. You know, I know they say AEW is coming up with it, but it just doesn't beat this division.
No, not at all.
And you think about the global with Iyo and Rhea, and just everybody, just such a global women's lineup from all over the world. Yeah. Like melting pot.
There's a reason that you have people waking up at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m. for this card. And a lot of these Stephanie's huge right now. Like people are dressing up as her for Halloween. Like it's insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw someone today saying that like they got their Halloween costume and it was Stephanie.
Are you going as John Cena?
My dad actually is, which is pretty funny.
I thought you would be. It's like Tara.
I wanted to do. I still might do it. I think I'm going to do Dominic Mysterio because I have a mullet now. So I think I'm going to do Dom. Yeah,
that's a good
easy one too. So I think I'm going to do that.
I was just thinking for your boy Cena, you do one last time on the one.
Yeah, maybe for like a family party, I'll do Cena. It's easy.
What about like senior Cena, and then you'd be like the younger Cena, and you go.
It's funny. So we're having a Halloween party on Halloween, and I told my friend, like 5 or 6 of my friends coming, and I said that we should all just go as different versions of John Cena, like a different color shirt. It'd be hilarious. It'd be a great picture.
Hilarious.
With Cena. Really long jean shorts.
With jorts. With the jorts. The third match, this was just absolutely.
Don't even have it's like hard to even talk about it.
I mean, I have never seen a match like this, but I will say, like, here was the entrance. This was even fantastic. Like, how can you not?
The crowd looked like a Cena home game. Everyone was wearing his shirt. Everyone had a yellow shirt on. Everyone. Can
I ask you a question? I'm not remembering. Were they like that in Indianapolis too, right?
Yeah. In MetLife too, everyone had a blue shirt on. It's crazy. It's insane.
And I was just thinking that when I was watching it, and you get so emotional watching because you're like, we will never see anything like this in our life again.
It really sucks.
It really sucks. And now, as I'm watching it, like the enormity of it is setting in, right? It's like there's 4 more dates. This has been the most amazing, like to watch these PLEs and how the audience responds to Cena is so amazing. I mean, it's just, I've never seen it in all my life with any wrestler.
No.
Certainly not.
Well, no one's ever done a tour like this, and he's the only guy that can pull this off. You know what I mean? Like there's not like, I don't know if you can really think of anybody, like anybody from your time, like think about a big wrestler like Sting, right, who retired, and like let's say he did a retirement tour. He's not selling out. I still don't think he's selling out arenas that they're going there. Like I truthfully believe if they had a show, like let's say they did his last 4 dates, and it was like, all right, he's the only guy wrestling today, people would go sell out the arena just to watch him wrestle for the last time. And it's insane.
I think the problem is you can't compare those people because there was no social media. There was, I mean, television, streaming, like all of these things were not even in place.
You have a guy who's never been in a negative light in the news. He's doing the Make-A-Wish thing. He turned heel. Everyone still liked him. Like it was, we're never going to see this again. And today,
are we ever going to have him finally come out and say we should never have allowed my son to turn heel? Like, what is he going to say? Like that was catastrophe. Can we also give props to AJ Styles? Come on.
Yeah, it's insane. And it was just a whole other layer to it when he announces that he's done in 2026, which is also just emotional because it's another guy that's going to be gone that is nowhere near washed up. Neither of them are. Like they're both going to retire at the top of their game. Like they really are. And
you want that. You don't understand.
Yeah, and that's what I think AJ wants. AJ like really wants to not be known as a guy who can't do anything, and he pulls out a 450 splash. Like it moves so.
I mean, that's the thing. I think it's really, really important. I hate when these guys, and I've seen it and I've witnessed it, keep stretching out their career while they're hobbling on one leg.
It's hard to give up that rush that you get.
It's so hard to give it up, and they keep coming back. I just want them to go out the way, like so memorable. Don't go out hobbling
the way that we watched you go through.
Right. I have to say, though, I just thought AJ Styles was just amazing. And I thought I want to know, we have to find out who was the agent producer of this match, who worked this match with them. It was.
I wonder if they have said it, but I'm not sure yet.
But, you know, Kalina says, I will cry. Don't even say this to us, Kalina. I will cry when I view John Cena's last match. He's such an inspiration, a great guy. You're talking to, you do know that LJ is the #1 John Cena fan. Like I've lived this with LJ.
Yeah.
Like, this is his guy. And now, it's funny. Like I'm so invested in it now over this last.
Yeah. I'm trying to get this
the dirt.
Unless they didn't post it yet, but I truthfully, like, I was texting you and my uncle during this match. Like, so I try not to text you during this because I want to get like our exact reactions on the show. And like the beginning was good, and then I was like, I can't even believe it was truthfully like what I saw online, and it really is like it was a love letter to professional wrestling. 100%. One thing I will say, I didn't text it to you, and I wanted to tell you this on the show. They didn't get out of the ring once. They were in the ring the entire match. They did 30 minutes or 25 minutes. I did, yeah. Not one singular time outside of the ring. Not many guys can do a match where it's you versus somebody and you do, because people think it's corny when you do like old finishers and stuff, but it was awesome. It was perfect. Styles was a perfect person to do this with. They didn't need a storyline. The storyline was there for their past. It was zero complaints. I think it was a 5-star match. If they get anything less, they're wrong. And
it is off the charts. I thought
it was better, and I cannot believe that it was better than Cena Cody at SummerSlam, because it was. It was a professional wrestling match. It was awesome. And my two favorite moments for each of them was that HBK super kick was beautiful. It was awesome. Like it was better than it was perfect. And for Cena, there's two things I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the Walls of Jericho because I think that's a straight up tease because he's showing up soon. He's gonna come back, which I think is funny. And the 6-1, the crowd chanting 619, that was not planned at all. Cena called that on the fly to drop him into that, which was awesome. Okay, he does not care. He will play to the crowd. He gets the freedom to do that. And I mean, I can't even remember all the people that they called back, but like the people that it was truly
God.
awesome.
Oh my God. I want to just say before we get into the match, what about, do you think AJ knew about the
No,
letter?
he did not. They tweeted that he didn't know, and that was his genuine reaction, which made me
Was
so
that
emotional.
not incredible?
It was it, and I did read that they said that Cena actually hand wrote that. That was not produced. Like he wrote that and didn't tell anybody to say that. Like that was fully Cena today.
I still can't think. And then here we go.
Yeah.
I still can't believe they dropped Bullet Club. Me either. Even AJ's taken surprised by it. I literally cannot tell you how emotional that was. Like he didn't know. You just
No,
it was
not at
beautiful.
all.
Like when have you seen a wrestler do that with a hand note? Please read this.
It was awesome. He deserves it. And
for AJ.
yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where like they're gonna retire, and that might be one of AJ and Cena's favorite matches of all time, like of their career. It truthfully was. I mean, it's a top 5 match in his career, like easily. So
I mean, it's so up there. There were so many,
and they've never had a bad match. They've never had a bad match. They've wrestled 5 times. Cena now won 3 out of 2, and every single match was perfect. And when you think about it, it's such different wrestling styles, and the fact that Cena. I would have never thought that Cena and Styles would have this much of a feud and like history together because of the fact that they're so polar opposites, and it just shows you how good they both are. And the right man came out on top today. It was props to Styles, props to Cena. So I sent you this. He comes out in the same gear, which definitely.
Let's explain this. So LJ text this to me. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Your point was the throwback to all this.
The gear throwback was awesome. I mean, everyone's saying they let the thighs show today, which was awesome.
Yep.
And yeah, I see the way it ended with the tombstone and the AA. It was perfectly. And I would like to see. Yeah, like you said, I would love to know who produced this match. Obviously, Cena and Styles had a big hand in it. But yeah, it was great. It was.
The fact that they can do all those maneuvers was just like, wait, they actually can deliver them too.
Yeah, and it got to a point where I was like, all right, there's no more guys that can do. And then they're like, okay, there's no more guys that can do finishes for it. Then another guy, and I was like, wait. And then I started getting to, I wonder what finisher they're going to do next, and they kept one-upping it, and it was truthfully awesome.
I mean, do we know? So was there like 20 of them? I feel like there was just a slew.
I'm going to try to get. I did see a
I agree. A masterpiece moment. Kalina, I agree 100%. And AJ Styles was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. They had a list of everybody.
The RKO.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels. Sister Abigail was the moment with the Bray Wyatt thing.
That really caught me up. That messed me up bad. Because I told you like how much he was truthfully my favorite wrestler at the time. Like when he came back at Extreme Rules, it was awesome. I was watching it live and at Philly, and it was like then they dimmed the lights and let the crowd do the Firefly. It was a perfect moment. And even Cena saying like, "We miss you, man." They showed his face on that. I
missed that. I missed him.
Right after the lights, they zoomed in on Cena's face, and he looked up and said, "We miss you."
So they did the Sister Abigail. Then the Firefly lights went on. Then they went back to him. I must have
seen Cena on the floor, and he looks up and he says, "We miss you, man." Yeah, it's insane. They even got a Rusev camel clutch for Cena that he did. Styles did Frankie Kazarian's finisher and Sting's finisher, which I thought was cool. It was
yes.
Yeah, it was it was crazy. It was insane.
I mean, when this has to go down as an all-time classic for sure.
And honestly, if that was Cena's retirement match, no one would have complained. Like, that could be
that. There you go. Like if this would have been the end.
The only reason I'm even more excited about how it ended was because if this isn't his retirement match, what do they have next for the next 4 dates? What do they have set up for us?
And we'll get to it, but there was that moment at the end with Seth. I kept thinking, he's like, I'm the bassist. I'm the great. Like, I thought maybe John would come out.
Yeah.
And we get Seth, which I wouldn't mind seeing. But
yeah, no, I think we will get that. I think he's going to be one of the final guys we get.
But it really shows you that John is totally doing a love letter to the whole thing.
Yeah, he's gonna miss it as much as he does like movies and stuff. It's gonna
be terrible.
Yeah,
be terrible for him.
It's gonna be terrible for me too.
I know. What do you think about this match? AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, Bullet Club, leader versus leader retirement
Yeah,
match.
I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Do you think we're going to get, I don't remember. Are we getting AJ Styles all the way through 2026? Or do we
They said they haven't said when yet, but he will be wrestling in 2026. And before 2026 is over, he'll retire.
Well, he can still go. So I'm kind of like.
That's the main thing. They both can. That's the crazier part. Like today was insane. It was.
I really got to say, just to your point, having a few more years on you, this was so amazing.
Yeah.
Like I was so.
And like watching this, like just I think I'm like 80%, 80 to 20% going to his last match. I can't miss it. Like I can't not go to that.
Oh, you're making me have to do this too.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna text you about it today. Like let's just.
So what are we doing? Should we just go to DC?
Yeah. One day in DC. Like it's one of those things like I can't miss his match. Like if it's in DC, it's not even in a far place. Like it's something I'm always gonna remember. Like I can't miss it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things I have to witness live. It's not going to feel the same.
I got two options. Do I go to San Diego or should I just go to DC? Because DC is a bigger hall.
Yeah.
Just for that. If I just go to DC, which is going to be a madhouse.
Yeah.
But maybe
being in that crowd is going to be so emotional. I'm probably going to cry. So it's one of those things I feel like I have to witness.
I was crying today. This was really the letter was like, what am I watching? Yeah. And this just shows you. Again, a through line of when you watch something for so long, you're attached to this people, which is like
really are.
Which is the same thing in soap operas, different. Yeah. It's like you're watching. I watched
so similar though. It's so similar.
On Days of Our Lives, who Jennifer Horton's the character. The actress played her for 40 years, and they gave her kind of a tribute episode, and they showed all the old clips and all the old hits and all the best moments, and so it's kind of like that. They're showing us all these great, amazing moments. It was really, really. I give it a 10 plus. I don't know what you do with that.
Even rated.
Then we get the ladies. We get Rhea in her home country, Iyo Sky, Asuka, and Kaire Sane. I think this really had a problem because it came out of that.
I will say though, what I was gonna say. So it was a hard spot. Yeah, it was a hard spot, and they delivered too. Like it was a hard spot to cover, but it's a perfect person to do.
Rhea,
who can you put at your Cena? Let's just put Rhea there, and so the crowd's gonna be into it no matter what. And it was like it was same kind of feel as the Stephanie match. I don't have really anything crazy that I loved, but it was a good match. I enjoyed it, and they came out on top, and I think that storyline's pretty much over. And I'm intrigued to see where they go with Rhea now, because now she's probably gonna be on her own again. So let's see if she goes after Stephanie, maybe. So
I was worried that Stephanie said on the post show she wants Rhea.
Yeah.
And they wanted her to wrestle AJ Lee, who can't wrestle.
Forgot she's even here because they've totally forgot to do it. Her and Becky just haven't. I mean, she wrestled Maxine, but other than that.
All right, we're gonna get into this. What do you guys think? Cena's last match should be a mystery opponent. Then we hear Edge's music. Okay, this is what I said.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think he's going to be still under contract, which is what I read.
I don't, but I have a different take on this. I know you think I'm like, this is really stupid, but he did say, I have to go take care of my wife. He left AEW. I thought originally it might be to set the stage for one time only to go wrestle.
Like Tony lets him do that?
Like Tony lets him do that. I don't know. I know that seems.
I would see. Listen, if you are a wrestling fan and you're not,
Tony's a wrestling fan. If you're a wrestling fan and you want to be the hero, why don't you do that?
Because you know how much props WWE fans would give AEW for that.
That's what I'm saying.
So much. Yeah.
Why instead of like we're competitors, do this one thing? Because you wrote him off the show, and then I found out they wrote him off the show because he's filming a movie.
Yeah.
But if they could keep him off just one time.
No, no one would have any problem with it. No one would have any problem.
All I hear is they want Edge.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the guy, Tony Khan, that denies that. I guess that's an FU to WWE, but
yeah, because of the fact that they always put like the programming at the same time and they're trying to compete with them, whatever. And I get it if it doesn't happen, but now I've been seeing Chris Jericho as an option because he supposedly his contract's up at the end of this month, October. So But they don't really have a history though, which I don't think like Cena.
I don't want to see Jericho and Cena at all. I'm thinking one of the
now the rumor's Dom. That's what I read today.
he wants Dom.
But the rumor is that that's going to be his last match. Is Dom for the IC championship. I don't know. I see that's the thing. I don't like who deserves it. Like I don't even have because honestly, everyone's saying Gunther, but I don't want Gunther either. Gunther's just gonna be the guy that retires everybody. Goldberg, him, and he's gonna retire AJ Styles too. You know what I mean?
We have 4 dates. One has to be Seth.
Well, he's fighting for sure at San Diego, which I don't know what they're gonna do there because he doesn't have a date in between that. He's literally fought today, and then he's just gonna be at San Diego. So they're gonna have to do another one where he doesn't show up.
There were 2 Raws, San Diego, and then the last match, right?
But I think Raw. It's San Diego, then Raw, or is it Raw, then San Diego, then I don't know.
Think Raw, San Diego, Raw,
main event. Yeah,
the crowd's pop would be insane. That's what I'm saying. And then Kalina has Cena and MJF.
Yeah,
they would be great. I don't see that happening. But
sadly, but I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with that.
So would you be okay with whoever?
I don't think I'd be mad at anything because of the fact that I know that Cena has a big hand in it. So if he wants it, then I trust him. It's one of those things. Like if he wants it, that's fine. So
all right, then we had Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. I thought this was a great match.
It was a masterpiece. It was a masterpiece. At storytelling.
Loved it. It's one of my favorite Cody matches, one of my favorite Seth matches.
Did you catch the gear for Seth? Did you hear what they said?
Oh my God, yes. And was
all the pieces from all their matches?
From all their matches.
Yeah.
And can we just talk about this for a minute? So when he came out, do I have it? Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? Excuse me. I was like, what is this? What are these? Is he a bug? Like I didn't know what was going on here. And then once he took the gear off, I took this off. There was he showed like this is for your dad.
He had all of it, all the way down. They had the Mania match, the Hell in a Cell, the WrestleMania match, and this match.
Don't you think Seth has a hand in that?
Yeah, for sure. He makes all his gear. He chooses all of it.
Seth is like a big wrestling fan.
He's a guru. Him and Punk are like wrestling gurus. They really are.
And then there was the moment in the ring when he did the cartwheel as a thing to Stardust.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, they are talking about wrestling today. There was 2 wrestling soulmates in the card, and it was Cena, Styles, and Seth and Cody. They can do no wrong. And I loved that Rollins match. It was perfect. It was awesome.
I love the Rollins match so much. I am so impressed by Seth. I know he's my favorite guy, but this was like some of the best Seth in the match.
And this proves that he doesn't need anybody. He can do this.
He doesn't want anyone. I want him alone.
Tell the stories by himself. He really can. And maybe that's what they're teasing. Maybe they're trying to see if the crowd enjoys it a little bit more, and they let Heyman go on his own with Braun and Bronson and let Seth do his own thing. Because that was kind of what they were doing this whole storyline based off of, was that he had to beat him alone. So let's see where they go with that. But the right man won. Cody shouldn't have won today. It wouldn't have made any sense. Seth, I have no problem with Seth punching him with the watch because it makes sense with his character. And I was seeing all these stupid rumors that Austin Theory was going to come in and help him win. And I was just so glad we got none of that BS interference. And it ended with the way I thought it should have ended. And it was truly a perfect end to the card in general.
I wanted to say, to your point, I wasn't upset with the watch either because what I loved about it is they told a story.
Yeah.
He took the watch and he was so conflicted because this was the watch that Cody gave him.
Yeah. Which he cherished.
And then he cherished it.
Yeah.
And then he was, and then he put it down.
Tried to beat him.
So it was kind of like, it was like, oh, great. He's not being such a douche, and then he ends up at the end because he's like, I can't do it. I don't know what else to do. And so I wasn't like, because in my mind, in that last string of the match, I thought Seth was beating Cody. Just move at that point. What did you think about the what do you call it, from one rope to the other?
Oh, the headbutt. I lost it. I was like, what the hell am I watching?
Like, weren't you like, They really went all out. Like
I couldn't believe that he did that knowing his injury history. Like that, he doesn't give a crap. Like he's not a safe wrestler at all. Like he and I loved it, but it was like he was really trying to pull out all the stops. The one time I thought he definitely wasn't kicking out was the crossroads off the top rope. I thought that was it, and they were really going to go with Heyman turning on him, and he kicked out of that, and then they go with the finish, and I really like the finish only because Cody deserves to lose a little bit, so I enjoyed that.
Cody needs a spanking, basically. At it. Like I'm just, it's like, what do we do here?
But I have a different feel. So the feeling I have of what do we do here in the Roman and Bronson stuff is like, what do we do here? I'm getting tired of this. The Seth and Cody stuff with what do we do here? I'm really intrigued by it because I'm really excited. Excited to see where they go now with this.
No, I don't mean that. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean Cody by himself. I'm like, so what do we do with this guy? I don't like the matches. I didn't like the Drew match. Like there's some matches that he's had that just feel like give me a big opponent. Like Seth is a worthy opponent. Like who's he going to go against to keep?
I know that based on what I've been reading that the main event for the November 1st Saturday Night main event is penciled in to be Seth and Punk for the belt. So they're gonna revisit that. But I don't know what they're doing with Cody. I mean, like they said before, it kind of feels like it has to be Randy. There's not really anybody else on SmackDown. There's really I can't. Maybe they go Jacob. They teased the Jacob Fatu thing on SmackDown yesterday, so you could go there. You know what I really wouldn't mind, and truthfully, I'm generally being honest here, and I would really like this. The way that SmackDown ended yesterday, a perfect opponent for a lower card main event show would be Aleister Black. Give him the shot. Put him on that pedestal and see if he can and see if the crowd gets behind him and see if we get behind that, because I would not mind that, because that feud is over. The Damian Priest Aleister Black feud, which is great. I love Aleister Black. I love where they're going with the Zelina Vega thing, and I would like to see that match next. I really would.
Next story for Vision and Seth should be betrayal, like they hinted at, and what Cody brought up and or involved Brock.
I definitely think that Brock's getting involved there. I definitely think that's what's happening.
I think they kick Seth out for Brock.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going to go with. I think he's going to fight with them at War Games, and I think that it's going to end with him turning on them. And Paul, I think they're going to go back with Paul, because I think that they have the same feeling as us. I don't think they need the Vision to be with Seth. They don't need it. I can see that. I really can. And I think that's what
love that. All I want is Seth to be on his own, because I think it dumbs him down. I don't like him with the goons and Paul. It hasn't worked for me because I think it kind of dumbs him down. People may disagree with me. I just didn't.
Yeah, he's an all-time great, and he doesn't need a faction.
I mean, what about all the stuff the acting, like all the stuff Seth did in that match? He was really the one telling the story. You were seeing through him.
It was him. It was all him.
It wasn't Cody like, I'm going to be.
Everybody was in his head. Even Wade Barrett was in his head. Michael Cole. Everybody.
It was great. Kalina says Seth is today's Ric Flair.
It's not a bad comparison. I've actually never heard that, and that's actually not a comparison at all.
That's not bad. Paul Heyman doing that is what he's known for, his faction history in WWECW.
So he, I wanted to say this. I had it on here. So I didn't get to watch the post show. They were doing the post show, and the crowd started singing Edge's theme to Triple H, and he goes, "Oh, you guys want Lesnar?" Because he's calling back to when they were saying we want Cross, and he said, "You guys, you got Brock, you got him." So now he said, "You guys still want Lesnar?" So I think that's pretty funny.
That's really funny. So
were you surprised by Cena going for the punt? Or did you think that was? I thought it was hilarious that he went for the punt. Yeah,
that was hilarious.
I will say Cena. The one thing Cena really wasn't like. I think Roman, when you talk about, like you said, the facial TV stuff, Roman and Seth and Cody are really good at it. Cena was never like the greatest, and today he was awesome. He was great. Like he knew when the camera was on him.
Right, and I think that's part of it. Like that is
it just shows how well he's gone as an actor as well.
As the art of pro wrestling. Again, like this is really key because it's a camera medium.
Yeah,
to sell the story.
You were meant to watch wrestling on a TV. You're like, that's why when I go to shows in person, I always go back and watch it because it's a different. You miss a lot of the stuff. You really do. You get that crowd feel that you never get to replicate, but you have to figure out where they were going. Like if you're in the arena, you don't hear what Roman's saying to Jay and Jimmy.
No, and
You miss all that.
And imagine me in the press box. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, turn the monitors on.
Yeah.
And they won't do it. But it's weird that like that's really the only way you can get the full story. Is it, honestly. But okay, so bottom line here is you're voting for Seth to be by himself.
Yeah, I hope that's where they're going.
Who do we think of a WWE Forbidden Door pay-per-view, even though it'll never happen? Well, they won't happen because
the only reason that would never happen, truthfully, is because as cool as it would be with AEW, like you can do these dream matches, you can do the Shield stuff with Moxley and all this stuff, it only benefits AEW. WWE does not need that at all. Like at zero. Like we woke up at 4:30 and 8 in the morning to watch that. I wouldn't have woken up at 8 in the morning to watch AEW. Like they don't need that. They really don't.
Well, 8 I wonder if it would have been here. I may have, but yeah. But you know, the last PLE was amazing. I thought AEW was better than.
No, it was, and I enjoyed it. I watched. I don't watch many of them, and I watched that one, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. When I catch myself watching NXT and really enjoying it right now, like the TNA stuff, it's awesome. Like I got to watch the Hardys again on WWE programming. It was really cool, and they still look pretty good. Honestly, it just shows you like it's. I don't think it would make sense for them as a business standpoint for them to do that.
I still think Reg is showing up. He's trying to say, "Screw you, Tony Khan."
I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. But
yeah, I know. I guess that's just.
I would like it because he's one of my favorites. He was like my guy growing up too. Like him and Cena, they really were. Him, Cena, and Orton were like, and Punk were my guys. I don't know if you saw, but Punk watched. Punk was there today, obviously, and he
was in Australia.
He was in Australia, and a fan sent a picture of him. The only match he came outside to watch with the fans was Cena Styles. He watched it in the crowd with a couple of the other WWE guys in the press box.
What's really amazing at how deep this roster is, by the way. You don't need.
How many guys aren't even on the card?
You need CM Punk isn't even on it.
No, Punk, Drew, Gunther,
Becky,
Becky, AJ Lee.
They're not on it, which is how deep the roster is. But it's okay because you can give people a rest and not have.
Also, you don't feel like you're like where you're watching Cena Orton every single pay-per-view. That's because they had no rosters, so they had to do that every single show. Was them three.
Yeah, I have to say,
I was going through guys that I want to see Cena do moves for that he hasn't done yet. I want to see the bro kick for Sheamus. I forgot. I had it in my head. I forgot a couple of the other guys, but I would like to see. If he would have broke out that 619, I would have started dying laughing. It would have been hilarious. It
would have been so great. I was hoping.
One thing I wanted them to do instead of him interfering, Styles, I wanted him to like go to do it, and he was like, guys, I can't do this. Like he goes to do it, and he's like, guys, I can't do this right now. Yeah, it would have been great.
It is really hard though. The one thing I can't stand, and I told you when I saw John at the Fontainebleau walking through the hotel with his wife, you know. He's just hunched over like I am. I mean, he has to know it's very bad when he walked out.
Yeah, which shows why he's retiring. You know what I mean?
Like, I feel that I'm like, okay, just let's get out of here soon. Yeah. Because I don't want anything to happen. Do you think Seth is really injured with his arm? Because I'm worried he might.
I think maybe like he like banged it up. I don't think he's hurt. I think they would have called that match and not let him do like the crossroads after that. You know what I mean? So I think he's fine.
So I think what are you grading this? An A?
I'd give it an A+. I have no complaints. I really don't have any. I think it was my PLE of the year besides SummerSlam. I really do.
I think it was even pretty much better. It was really riveting.
As a card with just the 5 matches, it was perfect. It was set up perfectly. I have no complaints, and I'm excited for Monday.
Which is, I heard, going to be on at 8 in the morning.
Again, yeah. So I'm going to watch it. Oh, actually, I'll probably I have off on Monday because it's Columbus Day, so I'll probably want to watch it.
That's right.
Yeah. Sorry, Indigenous peoples, whatever you guys celebrate. I don't know.
Whatever you celebrate, Columbus.
Go get a coffee.
Yeah, get coffee. Kalina said better than Paris. It was better than Paris.
Yeah, I would say it was too as a whole.
Paris was good.
Yeah. Paris was good. I gotta say the top 2 PLEs for me this year, probably top 3 was this SummerSlam Night 2 and the Evolution, the Evolution, Evolution was
great.
Those 3 were perfect.
Those are good. Not WrestleMania. I don't have that in there.
No,
So
it was like last. It was terrible.
it was terrible. Yeah. All right. So I guess we did it. I
Yep.
guess we did it. I guess we need to reconnect. I'd love to like connect with you and like do like literally run through the list of what moves they did and who produced this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can try to get. I saw a list of it before, and I can't find the tweet, the account that tweeted all of them. He had them all listed. But usually they tweet out who did the match.
So if you guys don't know, they usually go to the ring around 2:00 the day of, and they literally walk through the match with the agent producer and map out the match. I'm just surprised they could remember the chronology. That's what's amazing. Like they remember move to move what to do, or the referee is telling them.
Okay, so I got it here. So
all right,
Cena went with just his 5-knuckle shuffle and AA. That was his moves, and Styles did his Styles Clash, Calf Crusher, Coquina Clutch for tribute to Samoa Joe, and the Phenomenal Elbow. Cena did Sister Abigail, Walls of Jericho, the Skull Crushing Finale, The Miz. That was early in the match. RKO, the Accolade for Rusev, and the Pedigree attempted it for Triple H. And then Styles did the Christopher Daniels Angel Wings, Scorpion Death Drop, and the Sweet Chin Music.
And didn't it end with the Tombstone?
It ended with the Tombstone and the Choke Slam. Awesome.
And the thing was, they didn't clunk it up either. Like they did.
No, it was perfectly. It was. I can't wait to see who produced it. I really want to try to find it, but.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you for being with us. We will be back soon. Please subscribe to the Michael Fairman channel and watch our show, What's Up Wrestling, and have a good rest of your weekend. Okay, bye, everybody. Thank you.